Hello, welcome back. This will be my X-Men the Animated Series Season 1 review. This is probably the progenitor of my comic book geekdom. X-Men the Animated Series and Spider-Man the Animated Series back in the mid-90s, or really early 90s. It was 92 this came out, and Spider-Man came out in 94, I want to say? 95? I'm probably way off. But I think it came at least a year and a half or 2.5 years after X-Men. Or it must have. Maybe within a year. But I've just been watching X-Men. I watched a couple of Spider-Man. And just how heavy they were on the censorship with that was a series of great joking and jests. But this, I love this show as a cartoon. The opening is really spine-tingling good of ASMR goodness. It doesn't have any theme, or it does have theme, it just doesn't have any lyrics to it. It's very ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da. It's kind of like the John Williams Superman theme, where you can almost hear Superman within the notes, but you can hear X-Men. Or it's a very great theme. Aside from that, the story does take pieces from the comics that are out of sequence, like things that are supposed to come before, yet they do the story without it. And these characters are already established. We don't go right back to square one with, say, like a First Class. We're kind of thrown right into the early 90s, right after, the Jim Lee type era of art. And then probably close to my personal favorite version of the X-Men. I didn't really dig the black leather phase that much at all, but Grant Morrison's writing on that was fantastic, I found. It's been quite a while since I've read any X-Men comics. I got a bunch of Chris Claremont trades. Scatter about the whole, I believe, C.P. Smith era, or of art. The brown tan Wolverine and the Phoenix Saga, and Cyclops in his onesie. But all I can say this series, the voice acting is great. I could say still now, every time I watch the show and I read a comic, I hear with Wolverine in it, I hear Cathal J. Todd's voice, and not Steve Bloom's. Though Steve Bloom does have a great Wolverine voice, it's just Cathal J. Todd. This is probably his primary role. He hasn't done much afterwards, and just he has such it's over the top raspy, and it's awesome. And it's short Wolverine, and some reason he has blue hair because blue and cartoon land constitute as some variation of black. I don't know why. Another instance of him with Wolverine with blue eyes. That's a little technical thing. In every other cartoon or fiction, he has brown eyes, except in the comics, or in the comics as well. Else I can say, I watched the episodes in sequence. These were kind of released out of sequence, but my only major complaint, they kind of shoehorn Apocalypse into near end season. Then we kind of fall back onto Magneto with his whole fight against the humans. But the biggest villains that take away from this, I find, is the Hate Group, kind of the KKK equivalent to mutants in the Marvel Universe, would be the Friends of Humanity. Foe? F-O-H? Fa. And it's a lot of great things you can do with that, and the show kind of teaches kids about acceptance and difference and tolerance and all that good things. It kind of, I think the X-Men have a better moral fiber in acceptance and trying to understand and not strike out in fear like how humanity does. I think that has more substance to it than, say, any Superman book I can come up with, than just a science fiction tale. With Batman, you got crime drama, and with Punisher, you got more crime drama, but, done right. I can't think of anything else to say about this. It's a great show. Love the voice acting, the animation. There, in the first couple episodes, there are animation errors. Not as bad as say the original Transformers because that was horribly rushed at the time of production. But this, it's okay. I've one of my favorite things of it. It made Sabretooth into a very sympathetic monster. You'll probably see him up someday on my thing of that. My Jason Voorhees one did okay, I guess. Yeah. Season 2 coming up, or when I feel like it. Yeah.